السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته إخواني أخواتي. من منا لا يعرف الظاهرة البرازيلي رونالدو أو الفينومينو الذي يعتبر واحد من أحسن من لعبوا كرة في التاريخ. فأنا صراحة عاشرت رونالدو من يبدا كده تقريبا في الطوب ديالو، فاش رونالدو في الطوب ديالو، يعني في الانتر في البارسا ما تفرجش مزيان. فاعتقد بخلال الفيديو ديالي فاعتقد ان الظاهره احسن من لمس الكره. علاش؟ لان لولا الاصابات لكان كما قال مارادونا قالها، لولا الاصابات لما تذكر التاريخ لا انا ولا بيلي على رونالدو الذي اصيب اصابات كثيره لكنه عاد للكره. فمثلا لو اصيب ميسي او كريستيانو رونالدو تلك الاصابات التي اصيب بها الظاهره رونالدو، هل كان سيعود لممارسه كره القدم؟ لا اعتقد، لان الدكاتره قالوا لرونالدو لن تعود لممارسه كره القدم. فرونالدو تكلم لعده اشياء، منها المشاكل اللي كانت واقعه له مع مورينهو ملي كان في البارسا وقال له انت كسول وما كانش باغي يلعبوا في الماتش ديال النهائي، قصه الجالاكتيكوس، وكذلك عدة أمور يمكن أول مرة غادي تعرفوا على الظاهرة رونالدو. نخليكم تكتشفوا إخواني أخواتي، وأتمنى ألا تبخلوا بالاشتراك في القناة وتفعيل الأرجل. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الفينومينو أنا ما أعرف بصراحة من وين أبدأ. يعني أمامي مسيرة كبيرة، مسيرة مميزة، لكن خلنا نرجع لليوم اللي قررت فيه الاعتزال. يومها كانت لحظة حزينة عند عشاق الكرة. يومها قلت عقلي يقول لي اني اواصل، وجسدي يقول لي اني اوقف عن اللعب. الدموع رونالدو كانت تغالبك وقتها. كيف عشت ذيك اللحظة الصعبة؟ وشو بقى فيها من في ذاكرتك من هذيك اللحظة لليوم؟
Yeah, it was always a big fight between me and my body because I think in my generation we train very bad way. We train with all group doing the same stuff, and today the players are doing very individual program for everyone. You know, if you are strike and you are speed, you have speed, so you train it to repeat sprint more times during the match. In that time, I think we trained in a very bad way. I think that's why I get so many injuries in my career. But, I enjoy so much play football because it was always my dream to be a football player. But yes, my big fight was always with my body. As you know, I had so many injury and so many important injury. My knees was always in a war with me, and when I decided to stop playing, it was not my mind to decide. It was my body decide to stop playing, and it broke my heart because I love football in a way that I can compare only to my children and my mom, my father, this love. But it was a good journey to me.
بعد رونالدو نازاريو جاء البرتغالي كريستيانو رونالدو وشكل مع ميسي تحفة هالوقت. شو رايك في اللاعبين الاثنين معا؟ وهل تفضل احدهم على الاخر رونالدو؟
Wow, those two did an amazing achievement. Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, they wrote a history, not only about quality, but mentality, those two play for such a long time in the high level, and they were fighting between them to be the best every year. So what they did, they have, of course, my compliment, my admiration. They made a huge legacy for football, huge legacy, what they did. And if I have a preference between them, it's very difficult to choose. But I think Messi is more attractive, but they two are there in the most high level we have ever seen.
رونالدو في فيلم ديفيد بيكهام، الفيلم الوثائقي اللي عرض، قال انكم في ريال مدريد ما كنتوا تشعرون بأي قلق وأي خوف لما تكونوا خسرانين النتيجة ومتأخرين بسبب كثرة النجوم والإمكانيات الهائلة للاعبين، وتأخذون الأمور دائما ببساطة رغم أن الفريق متأخر. شو عن هالموضوع؟ يعني وقتها النجوم كثار في ريال مدريد، يقول رونالدو ما كنا نتوتر يوم نكون متأخرين في النتيجة، لأن احنا نعرف نقدر نرجع في أي وقت.
You know, there was no problem between the Galacticos at all. We had a great relationship in the locker room with the Spanish players and with the Galacticos. We changed the way of the industry of football. I think we did an amazing era in Real Madrid. Win championship, of course, is the best way to have a legacy. But you know, everyone remember the Galacticos. We gave to the people a different way to having fun, to enjoy football. And we opened the football to the world. If football is global now, it's because of us in the past.
Yes.
And if we did that in our time, it's because someone started before us. That is natural. So we keep doing, we keep motivating people, we keep inspiring people. So football is our tools.
هل هي التجربة الأهم في مسيرتك رونالدو ريال مدريد؟
Yes. I was so happy in Madrid for 5 years playing and living in that city. That I must say, yes, that was a very good time.
هل هو النادي المقرب إلى قلبك لليوم؟ ولا في أندية كثيرة؟ يعني اليوم رونالدو لعب لبرشلونة، لعب ريال مدريد، في إيطاليا لعب للانتر، لعب للميلان. لو قلت لك بشكل عام ما هو النادي المقرب لقلب رونالدو؟
Yes, for sure, Real Madrid is the closest club to me. Of course, I had a very good experience in Inter Milan, and it was crazy how the Italian fans treat me on that time, and they still love me. But I think Real Madrid is the most. But Inter Milan is very close to
Real Madrid.
Yes, very,
The second
very,
one.
Yes, very
أوكي.
close, very
أوكي.
close.
أوكي. بظل مع مورينيو، يعني ما دام تكلمنا عن اللقاء التلفزيوني اللي انت شفته، يعني من ضمن الاشياء اللي قالها ولازم اسالك عنها، يعني مورينيو قال يعني رونالدو كان كسول في التدريب، كان يتدرب عشان يستمتع، لكنه في المباريات كان الافضل. هل كان صحيح كنت كسول في التدريبات رونالدو؟
In some trainings, yes, yes. You know, in that time, the training was boring. Sometimes, you know, doing tactics is very boring. You know, you stop, you move 1 meter, you move 2 meters, and then you stop and talk and talk and talk, and then you move, and it's very boring. And when they say, okay, now you guys play for free and for fun, that was the best time to training, you know. Even physical training, I was not in love with, but I knew I had to do, so I did it. But yeah, some trainings was very, very boring, and he's right. Sometimes I was lazy. Yeah.
اللي صار بعد ذلك بعد كاس العالم 98 كان مأساة بالنسبة لك، يعني 4 سنين عملية جراحية، تقطع في أربطة الركبة، رونالدو يغيب عن الملاعب لفترة طويلة. كيف عشت هذه الفترة، خاصة لواحد مثلك شغوف دائما بكرة القدم؟
Yeah. It was a very difficult time, you know. After the World Cup started a very long, terrible time to me. And, you know, what's keeping me strong was the love I have for football. Because I suffer so many pain on my knees. The surgery, the operation I did in my knee, there was no history in football. We didn't knew how to treat me. We didn't knew when the time to come back to play. We didn't have so many answers in that time. The only answer I have was that, you know, I love football. I will do whatever it takes to come back. And doesn't matter how long, doesn't matter what I have to do, but I will come back. That was my mentality on that time. And it was a good mentality because, you know, took so long. Took long 2 years to come back. And finally I come back with a huge opportunity.
بعد سنتين من الإصابة يعني وعودتك، أذكر في نهائي كاس إيطاليا الانتر لاتسيو، بعد دقائق من دخولك وقتها بديل، سقطت وصرخت من الآلام وخرجت وانت تبكي، وكان طلعوك على حمالة. وقتها وانت تطلع حسيت ان رحلتك مع كرة القدم انتهت؟ يعني الناس كثير اللي عشاق رونالدو في ذاك الوقت وهم شافوا طريقة خروجه خافوا ان لا، هذه خلاص رونالدو بالنسبة لكرة القدم رحلته مع كرة القدم انتهت.
Yeah, you know, the first 2-3 days I was very sad, very sad. You know, think about my dream, my expectation for the future. But after the surgery, I changed my chip, and I think I will be positive.
Okay.
I will be positive, and I will do whatever to come back. It doesn't matter how long, but I will be back. And I face a lot of challenges in these 2 years. You know, I went to see a doctor in US, and the doctor say, "Look, you have to surgery again. Forget about play football. You will never play football again. But we need to do another surgery to you to have a normal life." I run away from that doctor. I go back to Paris to see Dr. Sayan.
Okay.
And I told him, "Look, I was in the US and the doctor said that I will not come back play and I have to surgery again to have a normal life. What's going on?" And I said, "Don't worry. You will play and you will be back. Trust me." And I trust him, and we start a journey of recovery, physio every day, twice a day. I start to be back on Inter, and there was a coach there, Hector Cooper, that he was not happy with me, and he didn't put me to play. And it was difficult time to me as well, and he started putting me to play, and finally I get call from Scolari, from national team, asking about my situation, and I say, "Look, I'm okay. I have a problem with the coach here because he's not putting me a lot. But if you bring him with the national team, you will see me and
Different.
And then Scolari called me, and I went for one friendly match in Brazil. I played for 20 minutes. I play very well. I didn't score, but I played very well. And he decided to bring me to the World Cup. And then in the World Cup, everybody was doubt about my knees and my healthy, and we started slowly, you know. And then we did the preparation for the World Cup, and then it's coming the first match against Turkey. I scored an incredible goal that I jumped for reach the ball, and yeah, it was the best tournament I ever played with the national team. You know, after 4 years to lose World Cup final, to after 4 years have another opportunity in the World Cup, and finally we did well, and we won the World Cup with a final match with Germany that is a classic. I scored 2 goals, and we missed 5 minutes for the end of the match. Scolari took me out. I went out to the bench. I started crying because the last years was so hard to me. But finally we win, and I win my personally war against my knees.
فمهما قلنا فالظاهرة رونالدو يبقى واحد من أحسن اللاعبين في تاريخ كرة القدم. المهم أنه أحسن رقم 9 وأحسن مهاجم داخل الصندوق مرة في التاريخ، أكثر من راوغ الحراس هو رونالدو. تكلم عن العلاقة ديالو مع زيدان وقصة الإصابة ديالو، وتكلم على أمور أخرى. فكنتمنى أنني ما كنتش طولت عليكم إخواني أخواتي، وأتمنى لا تبخلوا على الاشتراك في القناة في الأرجح. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.